All right, good morning, Mr. Sala here, FICE class. These two assignments will cover today, Thursday, Friday, tomorrow, and then Monday after fall break. All right, let me just pause. Okay, so here's the assignments. The last couple of days you looked at that you were assessing career interests. You had 1 through 86, and then you tabulated the letters into, using the little check marks, and then you should have wound up with your top 2 or 3 career interests um, on your career path worksheet. So what you're going to do now is, again, let's say you had, a certain, A, B, C, whatever it is, you're going to come over here to this career path and say if A was one of your top choices, you would have fallen into this artistic category. And then say your second one was J, it would fall into human services. So really what you're trying to do from those 86 is to confirm whether or not those career interests aligned with what your career goals are. Um, what you're going to do then is you're going to write up in 2 paragraphs minimum. I'm not making it an essay, just a couple of paragraphs minimum for you to reflect on you now towards the end of this course, looking at those interests and seeing how they align with your goals for a career in the future. So really you're going to address some of these questions right down here. Did the career path line up with your goals or interests? What career will you pursue? What do you think is why do you think that those choices were a good choice, career and interest for you? And again, how will you prepare for this career? Is it college? Is it other training? Is it internships or the like? So again, you're really just reflecting on that exercise in a couple of paragraphs. I am going to take you and show you this because you can use this for both assignments. This is something that's available to you at KCC. It's called the Career Coach. So if I click on that link, you're going to come to the KCC page. You're going to click on Programs, and then all the way at the bottom, you have something called Career Coach. If you click on that, you can actually choose to go ahead and take uh, another assessment. It's completely up to you, but they have the choice between a 6-question assessment and a 60 question assessment. Mine is going to click different because I went through it, but when you open yours, they'll show you that you can do a 6-question or a 60-question if you're still uncertain. So that option is available to you. So again, KCC, you're going to click on Programs, go to Career Coach. So let's move on to the second assignment, which is then building or creating your own resume. And you can use one of 2 things. So again, in the Career Coach section at KCC, you can click on Resume Builder, and you can go ahead and build your own resume. And if you're going to go ahead, they're going to ask you to just kind of log in, and then you just start. They're going to ask you questions on how you can go ahead and build a resume. Going back here now, there's another site you can choose to use. That is completely up to you. If you go to My Perfect Resume, there's a resume template page, and you can go ahead and click on any of these options, and then when you edit it, it's going to ask for all your information. Now, let me show you mine, and then I'll explain what you guys should have in yours. I went ahead and posted um, my mock resume. Actually, outside of, say, this personal information, the rest of this is true. These are, again, this was my resume. You want to include at least I did, an objective of what you're trying to, the job you're trying to ascertain. Then again, you have a section on your education, your experience. Mine is obviously geared towards teaching, and then other types of professional experience. So again, I've mentioned multiple times, this is my third and final career. So again, I listed out a couple of those others, and then professional affiliation. So this resume is a little specific towards teaching, but again, what you're trying to do is list out any jobs you've had, and at least at this point, if it's a little thin, some of the um, clubs you've been in, some of the volunteering. So you want to build that resume so you can have it for the future. I hope this was all clear. Again, just to go over it, there's two distinct assignments. You're looking at finishing up your career path in your couple paragraph submission for that, reflecting on, again, these questions. That's worth 15 points. And then I did make the resume a 2-day assignment. That's something you can look at tomorrow. And then the Monday, when we either return or continue on remote learning. But again, you want to spend some time. And again, this is something you should go back to every year then and continue to add to it. So by the time you're in your, early to mid 20s and you're hoping to get into your career, your resume part reflects your, most current accomplishments. So other than that, have a good day. And again, I will keep this open if you have any more questions. And that is all I have for today. So thank you and